Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh. Taylor's not going to be in this video because she is at work and our schedule just isn't synced up. For reactions going forward, guys, we're going to have to do some pauses to stop ourselves from getting blocked. So if you don't like periodic pauses in videos, won't be the channel for you anymore, and I do apologize for that. But I do have to start pausing to stop ourselves from getting blocked if you want to continue the channel. So just a heads up, if you don't like pausing, there's going to be pauses in this. So I'm going to jump right into it, guys. And oh yeah, I'm doing Gabriel.
Out of all the countries I performed in, my favorite country outside of home is Australia. And I'll tell you why. Australia, much like us in America, has its list of priorities. You know what's not on their list? Political correctness. They do not care about your feelings. It's like a country full of Daves. Believe it or not, it's very refreshing to be around such a large group of people who speak their minds so freely. And if you know that before you go there, you're gonna have an amazing time. But if you don't know that and you show up, it is a culture shock and a half, because I showed up and I didn't know. Everybody says you gotta see the beaches, and I went to the beach. I had people coming up to me. Hey, somebody help me get him back in the water. There, right there, big fella. Look at you right there. Oh, he's moving. He's moving. He's moving. Oh, he's crying. He's crying. I bet it tastes like gravy.
I heard the same thing about Russia. That Russia's the same way. That they're real blunt about stuff. Like they speak their mind, which would be refreshing to me. That's why I don't understand why people want you to pretend to be. Like, here's the deal. If you don't like me because I'm black, I'd rather be, like, out there. That way I don't have to be around you. You don't have to be around me. Like, why? I get in, like, to say somebody like, oh, man, he has to make his living and yada, yada, yada. But I think most people are going to look, if they're in a profession that they know there's a lot of diversity in that profession, wherever they're at, then they're going to avoid it anyway. So, I don't know. Just doesn't seem. I don't understand like why people have this need for somebody to constantly adjust what they're saying for them. Like I'm like, dude, like that doesn't change what they're thinking or like their real intent. So why do you want that? I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't want to get into a political thing, but I just don't get why people they need that so much. Like, why does your identity like is so linked to whatever somebody else thinks or says about you? Just don't. Whatever.
It's not bullying if everyone does it. Yeah, that being said, I'm in Australia, Sydney, Australia, at the Opera House. For me, it was one of the most iconic places I've ever got to perform in. It was bucket list, definitely. After the show, I wanted to go hang out with some Aussies and see what that was like. I'm hanging out at a pub. First things first, Australian people do not drink Foster's beer. That's an American thing. They don't drink that over there. I tried ordering one to fit in, didn't go over well. Bartender looked at me. Hey, you like the taste of piss, do ya? Okay, don't order that again. So I'm hanging out with these two Aussies, and we're drinking a rum called Bundaberg. At first glance, it looks like a Coca-Cola bottle because there's a polar bear on the front. And then you drink it, and you're like, that's not Coke. As we're talking, a third Australian joined the conversation. And he sounded a little bit different from the other two. He had more of a raspy voice. More like, all right, yeah, mate, yeah, all right. He sounded like a drunk pirate underwater. These two guys didn't like him, so they called him a name and they left. And now it's just me and drunk pirate. We're talking about life. Life in America, life in Australia, talking about our differences. He tells me that he's a professional knife maker. He's showing me how it's done. He's showing me pictures. We wind up polishing off 3 bottles of this rum. And drunk wasn't even the right word to describe our level. My tour manager, Ryan, he comes up to me and he says, Gabe, time to go. And I look at Ryan and I'm like, but Ryan, I just made a friend and he makes knives. And they're pretty. My tour manager always knows how to talk to me no matter what condition I'm in. If I'm drunk, he knows better than to talk to me like I'm an adult. He talks to me like I'm 2. He looks at me and he says, "Hey, buddy. You hungry?" Well, listen, if we don't leave right now, they're going to close McDonald's and you're going to have to eat at the airport. I gotta go. Oh, Mom, you gotta go, no worries. And he goes to shake my hand. And when he shook my hand, he put his personal pocket knife that he made in my hand as a gift. That's for you, Mike. Thanks for being nice. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna cut cheeseburgers with this.
I don't know what it is about a lot of the Netflix specials, but they don't have the same zing as like on other comedy specials. I don't know what is missing. I'm not sure if like a lot of comedians are like saving their best stuff for like, I don't know, a more reputable network. I just don't know. I feel like Netflix is a great network to kind of like let loose. Dave Chappelle did it. I still haven't watched the whole thing. Like I've been saving it to react to this, but I've watched the Juicy Smoothie and I forgot which other one, but those were good. And I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, unless it's just this wasn't a really great one, because I enjoy stories. Like I feel like he was telling a really good story, nice build up and all that kind of jazz. But it just didn't have like a great finish. I know a lot of like Gabriel Iglesias fans are probably gonna beat me up for this, but this clip wasn't great. If you guys can suggest something as different, because I did just pick this one. Nobody said pick this one. I just typed it in and it's popped up. And when did this come out? Oh, it was just uploaded yesterday. So maybe that was my mistake for just picking something that popped up first. So, yeah. Somebody just kept telling me, people been telling me us to react to him. And I guess I just picked a bad clip. I think we reacted to like one of his so far though. But yeah, give me a better suggestion. This one wasn't that great, and I kind of blame somebody on like Netflix. Maybe they're not paying enough. I just don't know. I just don't feel like some comedians are bringing their A game to Netflix, but that could just be me. All right, folks, that is all for this one. Sorry it wasn't as funny as you guys probably expected me to laugh hard at this one, but it was just okay. So please continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment below, and I'll see you in the next one later.